What's going on, guys? It's Ty with Brahman Bull Bullies. We just put everybody back in the cage. It's pretty warm out here today. What the bucket's doing laying down. It's pretty warm out here today, so we've kind of limited outside the pen time. I don't like them being out here too long and getting excited when it's warm out, especially Zilla and Moreno and Roxy, Oreo and Connor. They're good no matter what, but some of these others, they can get kind of weird when it's warm. But today's video is basically what is COI? Not right now. What is COI? Some breeders may have never heard the term. It's becoming more and more popular. I've noticed hearing that term thrown around, but a lot of times I'm hearing it thrown around and they don't even know what they're talking about. They're just saying it just because they've heard it. You know what I mean? So kind of wanted to go into what that is. And it's a very important breeding tool. If you can utilize it to your advantage, it is a very important tool. So it's basically a measurement of how many homozygotic genes is in your dog. So you have homozygotics and you have heterozygotics. Your homo meaning that they're the same. The best way that it was explained to me was from Raul at QBN. You have an 11, that's a homozygotic. You have a 12, that's a heterozygotic. Because on 11, it's just 2 ones. They're exactly the same. So the two traits that make that gene are the exact same. On a 12, the 2 traits are totally different. So that's heterozygotic. So your COI is basically a measurement of how many of those are the same. So if the way that it can help you a ton is like Oreo right here. Oreo is a 19 COI. She has a 19, meaning if I pair her with a 19 COI male, she's gonna dominate 60% of that litter at least, because she's bringing an extra thing called mitochondrial DNA. She's pushing that forward. The males cannot push that. So she's gonna have more influence on the litter. Whereas if I put her with a dog that has a 27, 28 COI, her influence to the litter is going to be minimized because COI will overpower mitochondrial DNA. That's where it can become useful. Like Mayhem is, I believe he's in the 20s. I looked at it, but I don't remember it exactly. But he is in the 20s. That's one reason that we chose to put Oreo to Grand Champion Mayhem, because they have kind of similar phenotype. She's not as massive as Mayhem. So we're hoping to bring some of that mass over with that COI. That's how you can really utilize that. Like inbreeding it along the line will up your COI. Like these bulldogs, I'm sure that they have, very high COIs. I'm pretty sure a normal COI or an average in a bully is somewhere between like 17 and 24 or something like that. Don't quote me on that. I don't know exactly what the average is. But I know their average is in like 30s or 40s. So they are a lot more, what's the word I'm trying to think of? I'll think of it here in a minute. They're a lot more stronger gened. I'll say that. If I put Rumble right here to Oreo, they're going to look like bulldogs. Those puppies are going to look like bulldogs. Because I can promise you Rumble has a much higher COI than Oreo. Where if I put Oreo to just some dog that has a very similar or a lower COI than her, she's going to dominate it every single time. If you kind of do some research on that and understand how COI works, then you'll really be able to use that to your advantage. What's up, Ross? Roscoe, what you doing, dude? The puppies from Oreo and Dozer, that was an inbred litter. Those puppies had a COI in the 30s. So they was really, really strong gene. What is the word I'm looking for? The word I'm looking for is prepotency. Prepotency. They was very prepotent. That is the word I'm looking for. Prepotency means that they're going to push their look. You know what I mean? If you have a dog that is very, very prepotent, that means he's going to have a COI. He's going to push his look in every breeding he does. I haven't got Roscoe COI tested, but I am going to. Who else do we have? Connors. We did Connors. I think his was in the same range as Oreos. I think he was like a 17 or 18. But if you see people doing a breeding that is basically a scatterbred breeding, some of them are, they're just scatterbred. They're just throwing two dogs together, blah, blah, blah. But if you see an educated breeder doing a scatterbred breeding, they're probably doing it for a reason. They probably have a male that has a pretty decent COI that they're wanting to recreate. Because if you have a male that has a COI of, say, 28, and you have a female that has a COI of 7, and you put that male, you put that male to her, you're going to recreate him. You know what I mean? It may not be every single puppy in the litter, but you're definitely going to recreate him with a few of those pups. So I just wanted to come on here and do some breeder terms that you may hear. I'll probably do these videos every now and then, just because, like I said last video, not 100% sure who all watches my videos. I don't know if it's new breeders. I don't know if it's pet owners. I don't know if it's experienced breeders. So I'm just trying to cover some things for all of those audiences. You know what I mean? So I'm going to close the video out there. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. I'll see y'all in the next one.